That's what we're gonna do.
Love it, man.
So we just got to make it happen.
That's what we're gonna do.
Know what? How about let's jump into pick 3.
Did either one of you guys say, get in here, it's the pod?
No, but I can edit it. Just
Okay.
grip it and rip it. Give me a good one.
Oh yeah, we got on some dingus.
We did.
Yeah, we sure did.
Airplanes.
Yeah. Get in here. It's a pod. It's a Purvcast. You know it. Grant's back in the saddle.
Welcome.
Pifty's back in the saddle. Had an awesome Q&E episode last week. Excited to be back with Purvcast. Some fun stuff. We're going to jump into it. Who knows where it's going to go. We only know 2 things that are going to be for sure. That is, we're going to do pick 3, and we're going to do guess the punchline.
I love guess punchline.
It's fun. It is
Like, it's uncomfortable, but it's also hilarious.
for sure. It is the most fun.
It's uncomfortable for me when I don't know the punchline.
Yeah. I think it's entertaining for people though. Whenever like you come up with one, though, it's a blast.
for sure.
Like it's a good time. So, pick 3,
Like
guess
it.
the punchline.
Let's go.
Thanks for getting in here.
Get
It's
in
a pod. All right, dude. You got 5 seconds to tell me what this is. I walk in and the screen hadn't changed. It was still the Blue Angels from last week, and I go,
That's Blue Angels F-18.
wrong. That's what I said. I said Blue Angels, and he goes, what? Dad, no, I don't know why it didn't change.
Display thing, man. Didn't work.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go change my pants, and then I'll come back. And whenever I get back, then you can throw it up. But I walked in, didn't look at the screen. I was looking at something over here, and he goes, "Oh, yo, bro, what is it?" And I looked up, and I was like, "Oh, F4 Phantom," and he was like, "Dadgummit,
Dude, this actually might be a fun segment. Like, Pifty just throws random aircraft at us. Like,
Right.
if you stick in the military vein, we'll be all right.
Yep.
If you start going to, like,
commercial airliners,
or like a freaking Cessna, something or another.
for sure,
We
yeah."
may not get that.
Something
Yeah.
we talked about was interesting was there's not many differences between a T-38 Talon
Yes,
and an F-5. They're both made by Northrop.
and they both immediately followed the F4 Phantom.
Yeah.
Because the F4
I thought you were going to say they both immediately fall out of the sky as soon as you...
No, that's this one. That's the F4 Phantom. The F4 Phantom is the one that immediately falls out of the sky because they're like, dude, it's fast, but
We were
you can't control it, and it's heavy, and it goes down.
talking about maneuverability and how the F4 wasn't very maneuverable.
Right.
And then you come out with the F5, and it's the complete opposite.
Right.
Like, just wiki all over the place.
For sure.
Well,
yeah.
but I mean, this aircraft, though, was meant to basically carry the capacity of a bomber.
for sure. This was
And so they were like, well, it can dogfight with like 5,000 tons of TNT strapped to its,
yeah. Yeah.
and then after they're done dogfighting, then they're gonna go drop napalm on the VC.
Yeah, for sure. But the problem is this thing got deployed to a place where it did not belong.
Right.
And that's the issue. It got sent to some place where it's like we're talking like mountainous terrain, and you're still combating tight radius turn prop driven fighters. And this thing was like, oh, this is the baddest, fastest airplane in the world. Well, yeah, for sure. But can it turn? No.
Right.
That's the problem. You know what I mean?
I heard that a big issue too was in a dogfight,
It's also not maneuverable.
you had like
it's
you
froggy.
couldn't see. This is back in
Okay,
the
yeah,
day when
yeah.
like seeing was still important.
So you're saying, like, they couldn't turn around?
Yeah, well, you couldn't see even if
was
you
back
could
there?
if you could turn around, you couldn't see.
because your shoulders are high, like
and,
on your.
And they said even the front canopy, it was just like
Well, look at what's in
extremely
front of the
restrictive.
look at what's in front of the pilot's
Right.
face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then if you turn around, yeah, literally, like you're seeing. If you picture, all right, so then he pulled up a picture of the F-16, and you realize how much of the canopy is sitting on top of the fuselage.
Right, exactly.
Where this thing is in line with it. So as an F-16 pilot, you look back this way, and you go, oh, okay, I see that F-22 right there.
It's like they learned nothing from the P-47, which had the hedgehog design, and then they gave it a bubble canopy, and all of a sudden the P-47 was awesome.
Yeah.
Right. And then the Mustang, it was that the hatchback, same type idea. Then they said let's do a bubble canopy. All of a sudden it became a great dogfighter. Right.
Yeah.
It's like
Same thing with the
Built for speed, not for anything else.
yeah,
for sure, yeah,
and
I'm sure
capability to carry munitions.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm sure they were intimidated also by maybe some of the speeds that were coming with this. So they were like, we have to go sleek. We have to go inline. We can't have anything extended above the body. Like everything needs to be at this plane with this kind of speed or it's not going to work out.
Right.
And then you realize like, dude, doesn't matter.
I think there were more.
When you're going faster, you need to be able to see better.
Right. I think the F4 of the jet era, the F4 has the most combat casualties of any aircraft.
Yeah. It had, I would say, the most potential and the least success and most kills of the guys flying it of anything ever, dude.
I mean, the entire Vietnam era, man, there's so much to unpack there. Like I've been reading a couple books that are set in the Vietnam War era, and man, just everything about that. There was I can't remember if it was a general or an advisor to I think it was Dwight D. Eisenhower or maybe it was Kennedy, and they said if we go into Vietnam, we'll bleed like the French bled. And if you know anything about the Indochina war, the French Indochina War, which was France fighting Vietnam.
Right.
I mean, the French were just like, after a while, it was the same thing. At the beginning, at the outset, they were whooping tail.
Yeah.
But they couldn't sustain it. And the guerrilla warfare and the small raiding engagements, they ended up losing just like the United States did. And then the United States was like, the hubris, right, of the United States. Oh, we can do it. We can actually do this.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what? It was the same thing in Afghanistan. The Soviets went into Afghanistan, and they're like, after, I don't know, that war lasted a long time. They got their tails kicked. Yeah. And then we're like, we're going to go into Afghanistan and win. Same freaking thing. It just took like 20 years.
Both times, the U.S. just went, like, hold my beer. Watch this. And then literally broke their nose and got a concussion.
Yeah, I shouldn't laugh because that's like a lot of people are dead. Like 58,000 servicemen lost their lives in Vietnam, and a bunch in Afghanistan. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but like, it's like, man, foreign intervention, dude. Like, I don't know, man. We've talked about it a lot on this podcast, but if you go back and you look in our history since World War II, every time we try, it is a disaster.
Well,
like, can we not learn from our own mistakes?
Here's the difference, and here is what should be the defining line. All right. Okay. In World War II, we got in there and fixed all this because we got attacked.
Yeah. Okay. So it was. Yeah. I mean, but you could make an argument for going into Afghanistan after 9/11.
Okay, maybe don't know about Iraq.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
A lot of oil to be had in Iraq. I don't know.
I think the majority of the hijackers on 9/11 were Saudis.
And they were trained here in the United States.
Yeah.
Hey, I have another question for
you. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah. Get y'all. So the F-16 was created basically as an air-to-ground fighter.
Right.
It's been involved in 77 recorded air combat, like air-to-air combat fights.
Really?
How many losses did the F-16 take?
This is
got to be low.
No, well, hold on.
77 total.
77 total. Here is Finzo and I talked about this.
Were they fighting
earlier?
Fighting F-22s?
Well, I feel like there's a good chance they might have been fighting F-16s. We sell them all over the world.
That's true.
I guess hopefully to allies, but I am like
hope in one hand and in the other, dude. Like the United States does not have a good track record of arming our. Like we just roll out of Afghanistan. And we're like, here you go, guys. We're gonna leave you guys like $20 billion worth of military equipment. Hope you don't attack us. Have a great day.
It was like, oops, guys. I'm sorry about leaving all this high performance, top of the line, best of the best.
Y'all suck. Here's an A-10.
Yeah, for sure. Merry Christmas. I know it's not an F-22, but take it.
I'm very curious to see what the answer is. I would say I'm
going to say 71 wins, 6 losses.
I'm going to go 15 losses and whatever the difference is there.
76-1.
Really?
Oh,
Wow. That is
The F-16
impeccable.
Fighting Falcon flew for the first time 50 years ago. Its storied career concludes a 76-1 air combat record.
That's insane.
that is insane, dude. I knew there was a reason that I loved that number, that airplane. Also, 16 in football. You were 16 in football. F-16.
Yeah.
Like, obviously the best of the best.
1776.
70. Yeah. There's a 1 and a 6 in there. Just dump the 7s. Like, obviously 16 is the best number. That's crazy though. That isn't. There's a reason we were talking about it also that, dude, every country buys and flies F-16s.
Yeah.
And the price tag
I'm pretty
is,
sure there's like an entire. Actually, I was gonna say Saudi Arabia has like their entire Air Force is F-16s, but I'm pretty sure almost everyone in the Middle East has F-16s.
I think everyone in the world
Yeah.
are F-16 owners. Like, it is I told him too, like, dude, it is, you go to that.
Even private millionaires in the United States own
Yes.
F-16s.
Yes, they do.
Have you seen those that they like painted all crazy?
Oh, for sure.
Just
Yeah,
like
dude.
flying around. Yeah.
And it's wild, but like in today's aircraft market, and actually I would say for the last 15 years in the aircraft market as a defense, running a military or anything like that, right? There are these options that are more flashy and they're way cooler and everything, but you buy an F-16, you're buying that airplane essentially at the Dollar Tree as compared.
Dollar Tree. It's called the $1 million tree.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, how about this? The $1 million tree instead of the $1 billion
Right.
tree.
No, yeah, it's cool.
You know what I mean? So it's like so cheap compared to all these other.
And there's a huge factor in that. And you know what it is? I saw something the other day. Actually, John and I were talking about it. You know, because he's an aeronautical engineer.
For sure, yeah.
Works for Grumman.
Yep.
And he was saying that a lot of the advanced fighter systems like F-22, F-35, you know, anything that has like a lot of stealth and a lot of new age components,
Yeah.
it is a huge cost just to maintain them and keep them flyable. He said
imagine.
we have like a bunch of F-22s in our arsenal,
Yeah.
and at any given time, only about half of them are even airworthy because,
Damn, don't tell everybody.
well, you know, he was just making the point.
That
Right, yeah.
just came out in a congressional hearing, by the way, that number. It's like 1/3.
Yeah, I mean, it's low because all of the new tech that they run,
Is that much more difficult
yeah,
to maintain?
it just, there is such, and there are very few people because it's so technical. There are very few
Right.
people that can work on them, and the military isn't prepared for taking care of 300 of them, right?
For sure,
They can
yeah.
take care of 50 of them, you know?
Yeah.
And so what ends up happening, hold on, 936 aircraft.
The U.S. has the largest inventory of active F-16s at 936. The next closest country is Turkey with 243.
So we've got 1,000 F-16s.
And we've got significantly more than anybody else.
Yeah.
For sure. And that is
But I bet that, I'm just going to say this, and this is the point I was making. I guarantee you, given the fact of when the F-16, 1970s, right? Developed in the 1970s, I guarantee you that they're going to probably stay around for a while because they don't have the type of maintenance threshold that an F-22 or a Russian Sukhoi, you know, or
sure.
Whatever you've got. All
They're
these next gen fighters take such high maintenance, standards.
the F-16 is the Toyota Camry of fighters.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This thing's going to go 500,000 miles. Just change your serpentine belt at 100,000 miles.
serpentine
and then or your timing belt. Change your timing belt at 100,000 miles and you're going to be.
Is that your fly-by-wire?
Yeah, fly-by belt, baby. That's what's up. 936 F-16s in the United States. Israel has 224. Turkey 243. Egypt 218. This is a cool map.
That is cool.
This is awesome. So
I find it surprising that the
only-
Netherlands has 29. Like, what the freak does the Netherlands need a freaking F-16 for?
Hey, listen to last week's podcast, dadgummit, and you will find out.
Okay.
Those F-16s those F-16s were carrying and maybe are nukes. Listen to the episode. Yeah, it was very. Our guest last week. It's like essentially I called it protector of nukes because he was in charge of the movement of those.
I haven't listened to the whole pod
those
yet.
Weapons from.
I've seen like the clips, the small the shorts.
Go get
super
in
fascinating.
Go get in on the big thing, like because it is the Netherlands has probably they have 29 F-16s, pretty deadly F-16s. All right,
I don't want to mess with them.
right. So that 29, not as funny as you thought, huh?
It's not. And I mean, I guess, we've talked about military hardware a lot here, but man, I have to say, like, our world that we're living in right now, like, we are on the razor's edge, dude. Like,
absolutely.
When you look at Ukraine and Russia, okay, but then we've got Israel and the conflict with the Gaza Strip. But then this whole escalation between Iran and Israel right now, dude, that could get downright nasty.
It might get nasty before it gets neat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a heartbeat, baby. Anyway, actually, dude, while we're talking,
that's going way rabbit trail, but
talking geographical stuff got me thinking. I wanted to ask you this question. I just learned it not too long ago. It's pretty interesting. Where and when were marshmallows invented?
Is this a joke?
No. Serious question. I'm wanting to know. I'm wanting to see what you know about marshmallows, dude, because it's an important part of history.
Like 1950.
Okay, 1950. And where do you think they were invented at?
I think that there was a K ration that somebody had in the Korean War, and they tried to warm it up, and it had like sugar cubes in it. And when they warmed it up, the sugar like expanded and puffed up into a marshmallow.
It became the marshmallow?
Yeah.
Actually,
because I had no idea. So that was my.
All right. That's not bad. I would have guessed. I probably would have guessed that it was obviously invented in Florida because of all the marshes, and they were like, "Damn, this sugar's mellow, homie." I'm kidding. Do you want to know? Yeah. It's crazy, dude. This is wild. Whenever
you're in the wrong segment with that one.
Yeah, I know. My buddy and I were talking about it at work, and we Googled it, and I was like, I don't know. Probably I said the same thing as you. I'm like, it's got to be like 1950s, 1960s.
Right.
How about
just sounds like
2000?
No.
BC.
What?
2000 BC, the Egyptians invented the marshmallow. It was something that like rich.
I've always thought that the ancient alien things was like
the Egyptians were the aliens.
No. That like the aliens introduced it to.
Oh yeah.
To the Egyptians.
It's like if you watch The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. What's it called? The Turkish Delight. They're like, hey, try this, and the aliens are like, hey, Egyptians, try this.
Dude, that's so
Something
weird.
like that.
We just watched that like 2 days ago. That's so weird. You just brought that
really?
Up. Yeah. Which I've never even watched the whole thing.
It's fun, dude. It's a lot of fun when you're 12.
So it's the earliest known recipe is from 2000 BC. So it's definitely from before then. The treat was considered very special, and it was reserved for gods and royalty. Marshmallow was made from the mallow plant that grows wild in marshes.
Marshmallow.
Which can tell you a lot about what ancient Egypt landscape was like.
For sure. Which
probably was in the desert.
The fact that Moses' little boat was floating through
in a marsh.
That's crazy.
Why was his name not Moses Mellow?
Moses Mellow.
Moses Mellow.
Come here, little Moses Mellow. Who knows? Maybe his last name was, and the Bible just didn't specify what he was.
True. We don't really know what his last name was. All right, from now on, Moses Mellow.
Moses Mellow.
In my household.
Yeah, for sure. So Moses Mellow took his staff, and
he struck the rock.
Yes, he did. But Moses Mello wasn't supposed to strike
He
it.
was not supposed to strike. Yeah,
That's right.
got him in trouble.
Dude, I thought that was insane. How crazy is that? I thought
That's wild.
I was off by like 4,000 years.
I had no idea
least.
that. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, 'cause we were talking about, and I've got this other thing that I want to.
How many things in our world though may have like
been created in some place that we did not imagine?
yeah, and just like I've always heard this said, like the pyramids and a lot of the ancient architecture. You know, how did they not only design that, but how did they
execute it
How did they execute the job?
for sure.
Because I mean, it's not just the pyramids. There are places all over the world that they're like, okay, well, they brought all these enormous boulders and stones that no one even now could hardly move, but they brought them over water. How did they have a boat that was able to not sink, bringing it over with the technology that they had at the time? Because the stones aren't found on the island that they're on, so they had to be like those basalt stones.
Right? They had to be transported.
They had to be transported. It's like, how did they transport it? You know, those types of things, man, pretty interesting to me.
Oh, it's super. And I'd hate to even throw out, I mean, I don't know. It's insane, dude. And honestly, what like really got me thinking about it was this whole marshmallow thing.
That's wild, dude. The marshmallow was invented
We started out talking
4,000 years ago.
We were like, all right, what's a food that was invented in America? And we were like, oh, well, the s'more. It was like, because, chocolate bar,
Right.
like we did that. Graham cracker, we did that. And then we were like, marshmallow. Well, obviously we did that.
Ketchup.
Well, no, marshmallow, we didn't have anything to do with that. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah, not even a little bit. But that's cool.
Dude, I like how we started out and like we were just kind of spitballing. We were talking about aircraft, dogfights, Vietnam, wars. All of a sudden, we have, in the same conversation, transitioned to marshmallows being invented 4,000 years ago by the ancient Egyptians.
It's a variety pack, dude. You just get a little bit of everything.
insane.
How about this? Actually, while we're talking about, like, that's admirable that they invented the marshmallow. That's pretty cool, right?
The Egyptians.
Yeah, that's neat. Like, wow, back then, you guys did a lot of interesting things back then. But here's another thing that I was thinking about, and it's nowadays, it's actually probably associated with people of all times and forever, and has been. This has been a thing. But I've interacted and come in contact with a certain person over the last, like couple months that has a stutter. Mm-hmm. And, I didn't think about it the first couple times, but then I got to thinking, and I actually developed like massive, mad admiration for people with stutters. Because think about this, dude. All right. If you do something, you have to do this thing.
You just said, you have to do this. Go ahead. I was just waiting for that.
It's contagious.
Pounce.
It's contagious, man.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, but if you have to do something, say, 250 times a day, right? Mm. And you have to do that process to completion, but that thing is comprised of 10 steps, and each time that you do that process, you fail the first 9. How often are you going to make it to the 10th one?
25 times.
25?
You said 250.
Well, no. What I mean is each...
I thought you were asking for an actual mathematical.
No, I'm not asking for... Okay. Congratulations on the math, though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What I mean is, like, all right, you go, like, I. Maybe it's 7 or 8 where you hit, and you go, I want to say thank you, and you're like, you're welcome. On the 7th or 8th time you're hitting it, dude, that takes serious
perseverance,
fortitude, and perseverance.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. I thought about that. Fenzo's laughing. He thinks I'm being mean. I'm not being mean. Dude, you fail that many times at something, and then but to stick to it and have the success, I feel like I'm like weak sauce. I would just I would just wouldn't talk.
You would just give up.
You sound like Timmy from South Park.
No, but like I agree. Yeah,
It's just an observation. We can cut this from the episode even if we have to. It's a
No.
It's an interesting thought.
There's
Right?
but there are a lot of people like that. It's not just stuttering. For
sure,
there are a lot of people that have to like repeatedly start a process over and over again to get it to completion.
Yeah.
And and if you want to stay in like sort of a mental / physical disability, there are a lot of people that I admire like that.
Yeah, for sure.
That they're just like they're just living life, but it's difficult because everything that they have to do is prefaced by having to get over this one thing just to have a normal conversation.
For sure,
just to walk down the road, like Mikey.
That's what I was thinking.
He had cerebral palsy. You would never he didn't let it get in his way, man. He was just all out, and I admired that. That takes some tenacity and some doing.
For sure, man.
Especially your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I obviously it'd be pretty easy to take that thought down a funny road. But hey, hats off to people that are physiologically built to fail 7 times before they succeed. That is perseverance. That is awesome. And
I love that because that's the human spirit.
For sure.
In a nutshell,
Yeah.
So
you gotta, especially to go someplace where you present yourself out in public and have to talk to the public.
Yeah, sure.
To make your living, that's, it's cool.
Cool.
It's
cool.
That's real cool.
It's pretty cool, Kyle.
Yeah. You cow.
Dude, I tell you what, this has been an awesome non segment.
Yeah.
When are we going to start the pod?
All right. Well, you guys want to do sound check and see
sound check? Yeah.
All right. Yeah, for sure. Yo, actually, let's get into it. What are we at, bro?
We're at 26 minutes, so we can hit a segment, or you can run right into it.
I think that we need to hit a segment because I need to give you some.
Oh yeah,
sports cars.
Give you some stuff.
Yep, I'm down.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Pick 3.
Pick 3. Here we go. Back into it. Segment 2.
You ready for this? Because
I'm ready.
This is wrapping up yet another genre.
For sure. Yeah. So this is, I guess, part 3 of Pick 3, and we were doing automobiles. Right. Did trucks, SUVs, and we're on today to sports cars.
Yeah.
Grant, you're feeding it to me. I'm going first with my pick 3.
All right.
Let's just jump into it.
All right. Ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm not going to look at the.
Yeah, you got it.
Look at the screen. I'm going to let you give it to me.
I'm going to give it to you, and
then I can look at the screen.
I will tell you that, as is the case with a lot of sports cars, there are brands that I'm going to list that there may be something else that's in that same vein,
like variations
that's
of
a
it.
Variation of it.
Okay, yeah.
So if you like a specific variation, feel free to add that in, just as long as it's in that same make.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know?
I'm with you.
So anyway, all right, ready? Here we go. Pick 3 sports cars.
Yeah.
Pontiac GTO, and I will say that's across the years. So GTO from 1967 or 69 versus the newer ones they came out with.
And an example of that would be me adding a specific year to it.
Yeah, you can add a specific year or not. I'm just telling you that there's a huge difference between those vehicles, but
absolutely,
I'm recognizing that. So feel free to add something if you want. That was a good example. All right, Ford Mustang, Chevy Corvette, Chevy Camaro, Dodge Hellcat. But the Hellcat there's
technically a Challenger.
So if you like the old Challengers, right? Which
if you like a shittier Challenger,
right, which wasn't a Hellcat, then that's okay too. Okay, I'm just kind of throwing out the more new options, but you get the drift. Porsche 911, And the only reason I included the Porsche in this was because Pifty pointed out a Chevy Corvette and a Porsche 911 probably price-wise pretty similar.
For sure.
So we had said that we weren't going to put supercars in this list. So
you've got to include a Porsche though, because they're all over. We see them all the time. Yeah. So it's
they're probably almost as common as Corvettes almost. So
yeah, I would say.
And then a Chevy Nova or Chevelle.
Okay.
Which we had this conversation because the Nova Chevelle, they both kind of look similar, but they're a little different. But they're both old school muscle cars that would be in that list
for sure. Yeah.
And then, sorry to bombard you with Chevys. Apparently, Chevy just really liked to make awesome freaking cars.
Well, they were like, dang, our trucks won't do anything, so we have to try and make good cars.
So Nissan 350Z,
okay,
and Nissan Skyline, which are two different vehicles, but I feel like they're both in that kind of sub-genre right there, of sports car. So I'll just give you either option. Nissan 350Z or Nissan Skyline. 350Z is Nissan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. For some reason I was often thinking it was something else. Toyota Supra.
Okay.
And that would conclude the list.
Okay.
There are other things that we discussed putting on there. I mean, there are a lot. If you go back to old school muscle cars, there's just a laundry list. But I don't want to give you a laundry list. I want to give you something that's kind of the ones that I like, and you kind of pick from there. I know that we have a lot of similarities, but I'm excited to see what you got.
Absolutely. I do have a question.
Yeah.
Toyota, you got the Supra. What is there? Is it the GTR? Is that the other one that's Studley?
That's a Nissan. Nissan has the GTR. And it's considered a supercar. You have to import them. Kind of like the Skyline. You have to import them.
Okay.
The Skyline is a lower level usually because it got popular because of Fast and Furious.
Okay, I got you.
You have to import the Skyline, but the Skyline is probably not going to run you what a GTR is going to run. Okay, yeah.
So
a Skyline is feasible.
I just
on a blue collar budget,
right?
If you are frugal,
if you want to go fast and cheap,
yeah.
If you want to go fast for cheap, okay. I couldn't remember who did.
But obviously, we did not put Lambos, Ferraris,
right,
all that on there,
right? Exotic,
yeah, because this isn't really about that. This is about American muscle / foreign muscle that is, a blue-collar dude can
heavily
go
present in the United States.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you. Yeah, this is sports cars, not exotic cars. I consider the others.
Yep.
Obviously, on other continents, those cars are not exotic. They are sports cars.
Right.
Camaro would be exotic.
Yeah,
you know
sure.
what I mean? So, yeah, I get where we're at.
And I mean,
I like this place, too.
And the Camaro barely made the list, honestly.
Yeah, well, dude,
just because there's some they pussied it down. Well, there's a bunch of 6-cylinder Camaros rolling around. It's what the, but sorry, to me that's just that's disingenuous to the brand.
Oh, so. It's terrible. But whenever you sound,
that's Chevy for you.
Yeah, typical Chevy.
I knew you'd appreciate that comment.
When you see a Camaro go by and it goes. It's
what the?
Yeah, it should sound pissed off.
Yeah.
Should go, I'm going to beat your ass. You know what I mean? That's what it should sound like.
If you can smell.
Yeah. But
the
still.
Exhaust that I'm cooking.
You still have to have it in there because it's there are a lot of good versions of that.
Absolutely. Car. And whether it's modern or old, there's a lot of badass old Camaros. So
yeah, absolutely, dude. All right,
I feel like it's a good list though.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good list for sure. All right, I'm ready, dude.
Let's go.
You ready?
Give it to me.
Number 3.
Go
Chevy Corvette. I'm going Corvette number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
All right. And here's the thing.
Shocking. He picked a Chevy.
It'll blow your mind right in front of your face, dude.
If you listen, you'll get this if you listen to the truck episode.
Yeah, listen to
a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
you'll get what's up. But the Corvette, always dug a Corvette just knowing the. Wait, hold on. Actually, nope.
He's like, no, cancel that.
Oh, dadgummit.
Oh, you saw? Okay, hey, I did this a few times ago. I had to cancel something, put something else in. So feel free, do what you need to do.
Y'all didn't include the Viper.
Well, we talked about it. It's more of a supercar.
Supercar.
Based on price and, performance, It's more of like the Ferrari, Lambo type stuff.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah.
Like, I love a Viper. I would absolutely put it in there, but
For sure. Okay. All right. I'm with you. I get where we're at. I'm gonna go Corvette. Though.
Okay.
I dig it. The power's sweet. The new ones are crazy. They are exotic. Like they are wild. But there are a couple models and years.
They might cost you a wild amount too.
For sure. Yeah. But for a long time, Corvettes have been cool, and they have been powerful and fast. And when you see,
and they've had some really like kind of unique models in there throughout the years.
They have
the Stingray and different things. So
for sure. So Corvette is 3. I think they look good. I think they're like the highest end of white trash classy. You know what I mean?
White trash classy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, Pifty, please write that down. That's a new phrase. We're coining it on the Purvcast. White trash classy, dude.
Is that not right?
I love it.
Like it's the highest end.
I like it.
Right?
Yeah,
It is grade A of white trash classy.
You're white trash, but you're pretty up there on the white trash
for
scale.
sure. You're a big deal in the white trash
I dig
world.
that. That's cool.
Yeah. So I like Chevy Corvette.
White trash classy, dude.
That, dude.
That's the name of this pod. White trash.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. White trash classy, baby. Good stuff. Love them. Power, sexy. They make it in all different colors. You can get it in a hard top. You can get it in a cloth top. You'd be an idiot to drive it in a cloth top, but do you, homie? Like, whatever. Number 2.
White trash classy. Go ahead, man.
Pontiac GTO.
Oh, yeah.
And
God, I love that car.
And I'm gonna take.
I especially love the old GTO.
I love the GTOs. I'm gonna give you 2 different.
Like, I mean, if it's good enough for Vin Diesel,
yeah, then it's good enough for me. What would Vin Diesel drive? What WWVD, VJ, VDD?
It's hilarious that Vin Diesel has driven a Pontiac GTO in like multiple movies.
Yeah, he has. That's been his go-to. GTO, and here's the thing. So it's like 67 to 69. Love it.
Yeah, the 69 was. Whew.
Yeah. And I don't know if 69 has anything to do with why that car is cool. I'll leave that alone, but I don't know, just thinking out loud. But then, dude, I loved the 04 to 06.
Right.
Absolutely dug it. It had the 6.0 in it, and I almost bought one. And I was not intelligent or smart at that time when I test drove it, but there was some subconscious piece of wisdom that told me, hey, stupid, you don't need this. It was so fast, and it grabbed way faster than I thought it would. And it is a blur. It felt like powder keg at Silver Dollar City or something. Like, It is insane. And it was an absolute stud car. I like the way they look. The interior, they had incredible interior.
I didn't love the look of the newer ones, but they were so light,
right,
with a incredible vehicle on the interior that it was. I mean, it's insane to think that you can have that much power, acceleration on something that is just has the weight of a Ford Contour or
sure,
something.
Dude.
You know, like that's about the size. And it was just so like that was cool. But I mean, body style though, the old GTOs, man. Yeah, gum, dude. They were beautiful.
Love the old ones for sure, but I liked the new ones.
You like the body style?
I did like the body style. And then I also enjoyed the interior was fantastic.
Yeah, they did a good job with those.
They did, but yeah, the body style, dude. I thought it was sleek. It sat. It just. I don't know. It sat nice, and then you look at it and you go, "Dadgum, there's a 6.0 V8."
Yeah, like
You're like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, So GTOs too.
And there was not that much room between where all of that torque was coming out of the motor
Yeah.
and where it was picking up with the wheels. Like it was pretty squat.
Absolutely, yeah.
So the acceleration on that was insane.
You go to the back seat, and I'd have a tough time fitting my left foot in the back seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's pretty small. That's number 2. Number 1, it's the Hellcat.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah,
If I had to pick,
great choice.
If I had to pick a car right now to go out and even just have a chance to drive,
If you were to buy like a upper end Hellcat right now, like you might actually be getting up into some of that like luxury car prices.
not luxury, like exotic,
Right.
because there's one you can get the Hellcat Demon, and the Hellcat Demon is, I don't know, I'm guessing 200,000 plus.
Yeah.
Because it's putting out something like 800.
A demonic amount of horsepower.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
dude. It's insane the amount of horsepower that thing is putting out. But then the trim package and the way that it comes from the shop, like it is. Oh, okay. So
100,000.
I was not wrong.
Oh well, I was looking at down there.
235.
Challenger. Oh, that was the 2023 Challenger SRT Demon. Is 96,666. Yeah. Weird that that demon.
Yeah, that the Demon is. Yeah. That's not an accident.
Yeah. Dodge, what are you doing? 235,000.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep. So,
And you're right. That's starting to get into that like next level.
Yeah, that's exotic car pricing.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Yeah.
I think they are like of the modern sports cars, because I feel like a lot of people have ruined their sports cars. Don't love the modern Camaro.
Right.
The Corvette, although I think it's neat, it went from being like American muscle to exotic.
Right.
Is kind of how
They're trying to look more like a Ferrari or something.
for sure.
Yeah.
The Mustang went from being a cool, nice 5.0 powered car with a lot of power to an electric Volkswagen Beetle.
Dude, what the hell is up with
With a curvy body. Like that's all that thing is. You know what?
I have a bit of a
up?
problem with that. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
You're going to say
I'm the defense of Ford
Go ahead.
because Ford's the only people still making a V8 sports car. Dodge has discontinued the V8 and Chevy has discontinued the V8. So after 2024, Ford will be the only ones making a V8 sports car.
I guess I'm a Ford fan now.
I guess I'm going to have to be a Ford guy. Either that or I'm just going to have to buy a whole bunch of used sports cars for a long time, That pisses me off a lot.
Well, I mean,
that pisses me off a lot.
Okay, all right. Just, hey, go ahead. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
You know what? Go ahead. Do your thing, and let's just see what happens.
For sure. Make your
Like,
six-cylinder.
y'all are going to do this, like, little woke bullshit for, like, 3 years. You're going to be like, damn, we just lost our market. What the guys? What are you doing?
This is
And you know what's going to happen? They're going to be like, you need to get them V8s back in those cars right now. Stat.
This is how it's going to go, dude. This is Bud Light all over again. They went, where's that stupid... Where's that stupid... just said we couldn't make V8s anymore. Get her out of here and somebody go hire Shane Gillis.
Dude,
Because
she's not a chick anymore. That's what they're going to say.
good deal. He's easier to fire now.
You got yourself a penis, you're fired.
For that decision you made when you were a lady? You're out of here, huh?
Dude, how do we turn sports cars into a social?
No doubt.
So Ford took advantage of Chrysler and Chevy coming out and saying they're discontinuing the V8 because they want to be more economical. And Ford did a whole bunch of design and is going to release in 2025, the year following those companies released the GTD, which will be a beast of a Mustang, probably the baddest one they've ever made. But in order to even order it, you have had to have either owned a Ford GT or owned a Mustang Shelby GT. So you cannot even order
good
it
night.
or buy
So this
it.
is cool. This is just more of the elite getting more elite.
That's it. Yeah,
Cool.
that's exactly
All
right.
right.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
I thought I was a Ford fan, but guess what, Ford? Go yourself because
Yeah, it looks like
I'm still out.
It looks like
It
they're
still suck.
I mean, we were like being like, okay, cool, man. You know, they're cool, but no, it's like, no, we're just gonna sell cars to Bill Gates. It's cool. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. And honestly, they just made that's just a Hyundai Tiburon. That's a Tiburon. That's all that is. That's a Tiburon that you can't
It's a
buy.
Tiburon that's making 800 horsepower.
Nah, I doubt it. That's a
No,
Tiburon
it
that
literally just said 800 horsepower.
what? Yeah, but not if you haven't owned a Ford Mustang in the last your lifetime. Yeah. And not just a Mustang, but a special one. All right. So that's just a Tiburon that you can't have.
what if
because you've never owned a
Hold on.
Hyundai, dude?
What if you went and you told them, you're like, dudes, I'm transitioning from from Chevy to Ford. You cannot hate on a transitioner.
I used to be a Chevy man.
Yeah.
Now I'm a Ford woman.
But then when they got gay, I decided to be a.
I thought if these corporations can do it, why can't I?
If these corporations keep getting gay, I'm gonna be a.
I ain't gonna let these corporations being gay get in my way.
Oh, there's another possible pod name. If the corporations are gay, I'll be a. That's a pretty sweet looking car. Though.
Speaking of, which one do they have in
That's
this
a
car?
That's a pretty sweet looking Hyundai Tiburon.
Finzo, speaking of trannies, which one do they have in this here Hyundai Tiburon?
The transmission.
It's an 8-speed.
Oh, gosh.
8-speed dual clutch.
One speed for each letter of the options in the,
Of the genders?
option alphabet. Yeah, that's the
Glad to see they're getting along with the times.
for sure, dude. That's the availability availability alphabet.
Oh
is
my
what
God.
that is.
Okay, do you have a +1? Going back to pick 3.
Shoot. Yeah, let me throw out my +1.
Whew, that got spicy. I did not expect that with pick 3.
No, that's good stuff though, dude. I got to go Chevelle.
Okay.
I'm going Chevelle.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Obviously, not a
Dude,
new
you
one.
put
'cause that's
2 Chevys in there.
Chevy used to be good. They
Okay,
used to
all
make
right,
good stuff.
all right.
They used to.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they decided that they were. Are they only making V6 trucks now too?
They're gonna continue, I think, with the Hemi.
Okay. Hemi.
Wait, Chevy?
Chevy doesn't make Hemi.
Not Chevy. They're gonna continue. They're gonna continue with their V8 for the pickup trucks,
Okay.
Okay.
but they will no longer put it in
A
sedans
vehicle.
and cars.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal, dude.
What a bunch of.
But that's why the Hellcat
Malarkey.
prices have gone through the roof in the last 6 months.
Right.
Because
Because
they're just
you can't-
continuing all of the V8s.
You got to get it now. Dude, I'm with you, though. That's short-lived.
Yeah.
That is short-lived because Mustang will have people, or Ford will have people going out and buying Shelbys and GTs just to own it so they can sell it and go get a V8 sports car.
Right.
And whenever Ford is dominating the market, and then not only that, people are going to go out and buy this new GTD Ford Mustang.
Right.
And what's going to happen is they're at a Ford dealership. They're getting it worked on at a Ford dealership. They're talking to Ford salesmen. They're going to go, well, I'm at Ford all the time. I might as well sell my Chevy Silverado and get the F-150.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they would never say it if they own a Ram, but like if they have a Toyota or something. But
I get the point. Yeah.
you get accustomed to something, like you might go, I'm working with this brand. I love this thing that they did. Let me try their other thing. And I think that it will hurt these other stupid companies. Yeah. They are like, it's unbelievably
Well, I think
asinine.
that there will be a market void and then, supply demand, right?
Yep.
And we'll see a huge.
Either that or somebody like Toyota or Nissan or Subaru even. Like one of these will come in with
like, oh, you stupid American.
If Toyota put a 5.7 in a Supra, it'd probably be the best-selling muscle car, sports car in the U.S.
Yeah.
Just based on history of the Supra.
Right.
Yeah, because it's already been incredible, you know? Right. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen is...
But it's a turbocharged V6.
Yeah, which is insane, because I've driven EcoBoost, which turbocharged V6, and it'll pull an Expedition, like you're going 75 miles an hour, and it'll hit 100 like that. It's a bad motor, but sounds like soft ass is what it sounds like.
Soft ass.
You know what I'm talking about.
What kind of soft ass? Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, but there's a difference.
Doesn't sound like a supercar.
It doesn't sound like a supercar.
Right.
It's a good motor, but you're just, you know, I don't know. There's going to be a hole, and
sounds like a wet
somebody. What?
No, go ahead.
Probably good that went bye. There's going to be a hole. There's going to be a void, and somebody foreign is going to fill it in.
Yeah, and I mean, or another company's going to come in and say, you know what, we're just going to make aftermarket V8s. Go get the body style you want, right?
Come here.
Motor. We'll rip that piece of shit that's underneath the hood out.
Yeah,
and we're going to put this bad mamma jamma in here.
Sure.
You know, like if I was in the motor manufacturing business, I would be. Yeah, get it, dude. Like that's an opportunity, right?
I'll tell you what exactly is going to happen.
It's a void in the marketplace.
Every Chevy dude that wants a V8 muscle car is going to buy one of these stupid cars and go find an LS1,
right? Yeah,
or an LS motor, and they're going to swap it and be like, "Here's my car."
Yeah,
you know, like that's insane.
100% agree.
Will they fuel price sports cars out of the market?
Yeah.
Well, then they're going to...
But
I guess they're going to price trucks out of the market then.
Not necessarily if you're using it for your job.
Okay.
People will have
How do you know that when you go to the gas station?
I know that, but I'm saying like the people who have to have a truck will find a way to be able to afford to drive a truck.
Basically buy bulk gasoline.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I think it's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Because if they can manipulate gas prices based on what year it is, then they can.
Basically, the global elites and politicians and the people that are making these decisions,
they're dinguses.
They used to be, they didn't make the decisions because they didn't want to get voted out of office. But now, well.
It's not even them.
Well,
it's corporations.
I mean, you don't need to worry about that. You don't even need to campaign. Just make sure you have the right computer algorithm and...
Yeah, true.
You get in office.
Nah, I'm not going to do a debate. I don't think I need to.
Yeah.
I think I'll be just fine.
I don't want to open that can of worms.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's leave it alone.
You get what I'm saying.
For sure. So I went Corvette, Pontiac GTO, Dodge Hellcat, Chevelle +1, Grant, Timothy Purvis.
I thanks for telling everybody my middle name.
I mean,
that's the gayest middle name ever, dude.
Grant Timothy.
I'm just kidding. It's great. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
No, that's legit, dude. Stop complaining.
I'm gonna go Nissan Skyline number 3.
Okay, sweet.
That is a pretty freaking sweet car, and I do like I do not like a like an import style tuner type job, you know. But I think of all of those, it's got a package that is not that to me, right? Like, and so I would go with that as my number 3. I almost picked 350Z in that spot. I'm gonna go the.
Okay, I have seen those. Yeah, I wasn't even sure what we were talking about.
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
I think they're pretty sweet cars. I do like. I'm gonna put that on my +1. So I'm gonna go Dodge Hellcat as my number 2.
Okay. Seems a little low, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do the same number 1 as you. Honestly, like, it's probably number 1 for me, but I'm just going to, for the sake of my number one most awesome white trash classy. No, my number one car that I've always wanted to own, and this is more like in the old style, like 60, 67, 68, 69, maybe 70.
For sure.
I've always wanted to have a Pontiac GTO.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, and I will before I'm dead, hopefully, if God doesn't take me too soon, and I can afford it.
Yeah.
And my kids are gone, and I'm not spending money on them. Then yes,
One of these days,
Pontiac GTO.
you and me are going to line up our Pontiac GTOs
Yeah.
on our runway that we own
And it has Purvcast like down
down the runway.
Yeah.
And Finzo, because
Finzo's going to be holding the flags.
I was going to say, because we don't want to risk his life, we're going to have the green, yellow, red towers.
Okay.
And he's just going to push the button so that he doesn't have to stand out there between us when we lose traction and just
get smacked by the rear end of
the cars.
I just want to be out there in a Speedo like from Fast and Furious.
Always nice to have a hot chick.
Hey, man. If you're out there in a Speedo, all I got to say is that's white trash classy, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, why do you... why do you get a GTO, dude? It's just to hit that speed, yo.
Yep. So Pontiac GTO, baby.
Yeah. So that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's in our top three.
Yeah, for
Both
sure.
of our top threes.
And then we're both going to, after that, take off on our extra 300s and do the most crazy, insane stunts. And then,
Don't you mean F-16s?
Yeah, our F6. And then I'm going to land really well.
$1 million store. $1 million tree.
And then I'm going to land really well, and Grant's going to crash into the barn because he didn't practice enough.
Probably.
You'll be all right, though. You hit the ejection seat. Sorry.
My plus one. Did you already give me my plus one? Yeah. Oh. No. No, my plus one is going to be the Chevelle.
Okay, nice. Yeah. I love me.
I had to get my Chevys in there.
Yeah, for sure.
some-
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually tried to keep them out, but
And I would say like a Camaro or a Chevelle.
Yeah.
like because
an SS,
but
Camaro SS.
But I'm not talking.
in.
I'm not talking about the modern Camaros.
No.
It has to be like old school, like 60s, late 60s, early 70s Camaro or Chevelles. I'm in.
I would
You
take
go modern on the Camaros. I'm out.
Yeah, I would take a Bumblebee
Oh yeah,
Camaro SS.
Yeah.
The year that thing came out, dude.
Yeah.
And I've been on the highway a couple times whenever like one of those SS Camaros came by you, and it is cool.
Yeah.
Because they've got the balls.
Yeah.
Obviously that's a purpose car. They got the balls, dude.
Yeah. Well, I would say that plus one for me. I mean, you had plus one was Chevelle. I have plus one Chevelle.
Yeah.
I'm like right in that line, but I would take a Nova if I couldn't get my hands on a Chevelle.
For sure.
And, and like even an old school Camaro,
Yeah.
But I feel like those are all Chevys, so it's
Right.
okay.
So they're all gonna break down. But no, that was fun. The sports cars, that's fun, dude.
Enjoyed it.
For sure. That's legit. That's a fantastic time.
Are you ready for our next segment, which is
Let's jump into it.
guess the punchline?
Guess the
You have to
punchline.
punch when you say it. Guess the punchline.
Punchline. Yeah, dude. All right, hold it one more time. Guess the punchline. That's the intro, dude.
Yeah.
There it is. Finzel's going, you guys are so freaking stupid.
I thought it was great. It's like,
think-
because I did like don't get eliminated the other.
Oh,
a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
weeks ago.
From,
and,
yeah.
and I was thinking like, how could I like incorporate that into? And I was like, oh yeah, guess the punchline. Anyway, there it is.
So that's fantastic. That's sweet. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump into it real quick. And dadgum, I wish that I had sent you some of the music.
There's music to go along with these.
No, you know the music I've been putting to it?
Oh, yeah.
You could pull it up and play it. I think it'd be
Does it
kinda
make
fun.
you feel funnier?
It makes you feel funnier.
Okay.
Yeah. So, oh, yeah, you're on it. How about that one's pretty good.
Dude, All right, I'm down. I can dig it. All right, let's go.
You down with it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Guess a punchline.
I can't hear the music so loud. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We're good.
All right, dude. We're going to take them from our phones right now. Okay. And we're going to alternate once again.
Okay.
Don't remember who started last time, so it doesn't matter. I have my phone pulled up and ready to go. So I'm just going to give you one. Okay.
My punchlines aren't exactly one word on mine. Is that okay?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Actually, I enjoy that because I'm such a
thought out
phenom when it comes to jokes
phenom.
that I need more words to make it
Hear
a
this,
challenge.
Pitchy? He's a phenom. Joke phenom.
Like honestly, like 9 to 16 words is probably best for me. I need a challenge.
Can you put like
gotta be tough.
on the screen? Can you put like a rating?
I don't want to hear what he's about to say. Like, it's gonna be really mean.
0 out of 10.
Yeah,
Like just like put it up like rate the joke.
man. Need some alarm that says this sucks.
You can just type it.
This is awesome. I like this, and I will put this on. This will go on the videos.
Producer's rating.
Yes, dude.
Done.
Yeah, and this is grading. All right, to all the listeners, this is grading the answer of the guess. Right?
Yeah.
It's not the joke. It is the
I enjoy
guess
that.
for guess the punchline. The music's over. I'm gonna totally suck.
He has to feel quirky.
Yeah, I gotta feel quirky, dude. I just want to be quirky. Let me be quirky. All right. Grant, what do you call a well-balanced horse? It makes the thinking nice.
It does. It does. I agree. Like tick, tick. All right.
Yeah.
A well-balanced horse
Yeah.
is
Can you see him? The jokes.
I can pull them up.
Today?
dude, I'm so like my answers were so bad last time. I'm actually trying to develop.
You're trying to compete. You're getting competitive about it.
A well-balanced horse.
Just get in there, get your mind going a direction, and go with it. Whatever it is.
A globetrotter.
A stable.
Gosh, man, that's so obvious.
Too obvious. It's too obvious. It's too simple. It's too easy. Yeah. All right. You're up.
Yeah. Did you hear about the?
This is good.
Did you hear about the all-female?
Leah Thomas. Failed it.
Did you hear about the all-female framing and construction crew in Springfield?
No.
Do you know what they specialize in? This is the punchline.
I bet I can get this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Framing and construction. You're using lumber.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I hope so.
Concrete.
I mean, you never know.
Brick.
We're making muscle cars without V8s, so
Yeah.
maybe they're making houses without lumber.
They call them the stone hers.
Because they just use stone.
They use stone, and because they're hers. They're ladies.
I like that.
All right.
But that's not the answer.
It's not stone hers.
No. They don't really call them anything. It's just what they specialize in.
Okay. Oh.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Studless construction. Okay. They use only tongue and groove. They'll get your job done. Lickety split.
Dude. Oh man,
That was a genuine reaction.
that was great, dude. And not to mention, it's a freaking 3-part joke too. It's like, what's the punchlines?
I'm
You
sorry.
know?
I knew you wouldn't get the last part, but
Yeah.
maybe tongue and groove. I don't know.
Yeah, that was dadgum.
All right, I was trying there.
That's good, dude. That's fun, man. Nice. How do you easy one toss up here? How do you make an egg roll? I like this song.
Pull it out of the carton
Yeah.
and give it a shove.
That egg is gonna roll. Hey, yeah. You push it. Hey, nailed it.
That was pretty close.
That's an absolute. Okay.
Wait.
All right. Wait.
What happened?
He got a 3?
No, you got a 3.
Oh, the punch.
Going in order of jokes.
You're rating the punchlines.
Oh, okay.
That's why he got a 9.
No doubt. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, well, good one, dude. Good one. I'm going to pump it up from here. This is getting harder. I ain't going to deal with this. I ain't taking this, dude.
Hang on. Since we're gonna pump it up,
So the 3 is associated to his guess.
No, the 3 is what I'm rating the punchline. You told me to rate the punchline.
Oh, I meant rate the
we're rating the
guess.
wrong thing,
I meant rate the guess.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, I probably didn't communicate it well.
dude.
It's all good.
That
We'll
actually
start from here.
makes more sense.
The
Because
guess,
the guess is the toughest part.
right? That
I feel like.
that's kind of the.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Like the punchlines are great,
So you might as well go.
but the punchlines are also built in, like
Well,
to the joke.
We know what they're gonna be, but the guess is tough.
Right.
All right. So here, let's.
I'll rate the guess. We're good.
Okay, sweet. You just want to go from the first one was, what do you call a well-balanced horse? And he said, Clydesdale.
No, I said
Globetrotter.
which it's not even a globe. It's a foxtrotter.
That's a good guess.
Yeah. Okay. So he said Globetrotter.
And then his to you was you said Stonehurst,
Yes.
which wasn't even related to the joke. Because it was like what they specialize in, not their name.
Okay.
So
I feel
your
like
guess is a
I feel like you're
it's a
judging
1.
me way harder, dude. This
Yep.
isn't fair. This isn't right.
And then your last joke,
How do you make an egg roll?
yeah, and he said, give it a shove, and the joke was push it. So that's a good guess. So it's a 9. Yeah.
Okay. This is horse shit.
No, it's a globetrotter.
Yeah. This is Globetrotter.
Okay.
All right, come on, get in here, dog. What's up?
Do you know?
The Muffin Man?
Yeah. Do you know how many times I failed math at school?
I probably would if I had that music.
The music. It's the music.
Do I know how many times you failed math in school? Yeah. Have smoke coming up off of it.
Insert the meme from Hangover when he's like doing math in his head at the casino.
Oh yeah, that's exactly. That'd be the one. I think I will. I got to do a little thinking face though. There's something here about multiplication
Maybe.
within this punchline.
It's probably even more simple than that.
2+ times.
I don't know. I can't even count.
Dadgummit, dude. I think you guys set this up for my failure. That's good. I was gonna say 2 times 2, but
Also, wouldn't have been able to figure that out.
no, yeah. Well, because you can't count.
That's right.
Yeah. Dadgummit.
According to the joke.
According to the joke. All right. Dadgummit, dude. This is a total rig system. I'm getting. I don't even want to say what is happening to me right now.
50.
But this is, these tools are being hostile and mean. All right, here we go. What do you call a nanny with breast implants?
Oh boy. A nanny. So you hired her.
Yeah. Will this music be on the recording? Should be. Sweet.
She's taking care of kids.
Yeah.
She has fake tits.
I'm just. I'm trying to just roll it through. Yeah. Process of elimination.
The things that are going on in my head right now.
Yeah. Imagine. Wait.
False advertisement.
No.
I mean,
It's not bad though. It's not bad.
you know, I can like old. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. You called a faux pair.
Ah, but fake faux, right? I wasn't that far off.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure Pifty's going to give you an 11, and on my next
An
joke, if I
11?
nail it, he's going to give me a 2. You know it, so it doesn't even.
Okay, hold on.
What? I'm setting it 2-1.
Because faux and fake mean right, that's the same thing, right? Faux.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Kind of like these freaking scores.
This is Who's Line. It's where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Oh, I'm getting pretty good at this game.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Somebody's been studying. All right, a faux pair. Yeah.
So I have to frame this next joke.
Okay.
The way I heard the joke.
Sweet. Sounds good. I should probably get a 1 on this one also. This super excited for this.
You might get a 1, but you're gonna laugh.
If I get a
right.
1.
I'm gonna start my joke. I may have to reframe it because I need to make sure that you can get it on the 1 line, right? Because I felt like last time I was a little unfair because like there was maybe a 2-part answer
Or 3.
It was still freaking hilarious. Okay.
No, it was good. It was good. All right, what's up?
So you have an electrical engineer and he's talking to a civic engineer, okay, at lunch. And they're just talking about different designs of things, right? Airplanes, toilet systems, stuff like that. And one of them says, so what kind of an engineer do you think designed the female body? So, yeah. What kind of engineer designed the female body?
Okay, so electrical engineer and a civil engineer are talking about toilets?
They're talking about designs of things.
Okay, just discussing designs. Who do you think designed
What kind of engineer designed the female body?
Dadgummit, I want to take 10 minutes on this because I feel like I can get this.
There's a 1-word answer, but then there's like a little bit after that.
Okay.
But if you can get either part of those 2 things, it's a win.
All right. Yeah, this is a, I guess next week I'm not going to bring freaking softballs. I'm going to throw heat next week.
Okay.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. All right, cuz obviously you went and took a course at Missouri State about jokes or something in the last week.
Took a course.
Now,
They have that?
because now all of a sudden you're good at this.
What was your major in school?
Yeah. Joke telling. Joke reciprocating.
Joke.
All right. So,
Jokey joke maker.
what kind of engineer designed
The female body.
female body?
So if you can get what type of engineer or like the reason why, I'll take it.
Dude, I feel like I can get this.
Okay. He needs the music though.
Maybe I need metal. Maybe I need metal, dude.
Yeah, you need like strip club music.
Stepping right up to the stage.
It's Chevelle.
Yeah.
She's not a sports car.
Her nickname is Chevy.
They don't even make those anymore.
She's got 8 cylinders. She's banned in the city of Springfield because she has too many cylinders. Give it up for Chevelle. Rum rum. For $2 a shot at the bar.
Good joke, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, unlike this stupid joke. All right.
This joke is not stupid. This joke is amazing.
All right, so what kind of engineer designed the female body? A gynecological engineer.
Gynecological engineer. That's pretty good. I didn't even know those existed.
Because I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
Engineer.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well,
Is that your final answer?
no, it's not, but I'm going to go with it for the sake of time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a mechanical engineer. Because
That's what I almost said first. I'm going mechanic. Whatever, go ahead.
because only a mechanical engineer would have thought to put a recreational playground right beside a toxic waste dumping pipe.
Beside the sewage treatment facility. That's good, dude. Yeah, I never would have gotten that at all. I was trying to break mechanical down by like syllable by syllable, like meh, can, hick. No, that's not it. That's good. Recreational playground by a sewage anything facility.
Sewage pipe. Toxic sewage pipe.
For sure. All right, what do you want to do? One more?
Yeah.
Fine. All right. Okay. I unrigged the system because I called it out. That's what's up. You know it? Yeah, no, I shouldn't have said
The gynecological engineer was great.
it.
That was a great answer.
All right. Well, I dug it. I thought it was good. All right. You ready, dude?
Mhm.
Here we go. What do you think, Finzo? Each do one more? Yep. All right. Here we go. What's the difference between a tire and 365 condoms? It's freaking obvious.
Between a tire and 365 condoms?
Difference between a tire and 365 condoms.
That's the amount of rubber that your mom burns through in a year.
Dude, that is good. That is good. I dig that a lot. I like that a lot, dude. That is legit. Yep. So
What's
the
the
difference
actual answer?
between a tire and 365 condoms, and you said that's the amount of rubber your mom burns through in a year. Well, we have the same mom, douche.
Dude, I was not saying it about our lovely mother. I'm just
I
saying,
know.
like, in general, like your mom jokes, right?
No.
Yeah.
I'm playing. All right, that's funny. The answer is the tire is a good year. 365 is a great year.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Not bad, right? Yeah, That's a very good punchline.
Yeah, pretty good.
A good year versus a great year. I like it.
Yeah, that's actually probably. Oh yeah, one is a good year, the other is a great year.
Yes.
There we go.
So it's my turn.
Yeah, you're capping us off, homie.
Okay.
It is fun. The music's fun. It's fun.
Don't you hate it when people answer their own questions?
I hate what you just said.
There's only one punchline. It's very succinct. Don't you hate it when people answer their own questions?
Yeah, so stop doing it.
I do. Woo! Undefeated.
Yeah, right. That was a -6 at best, dude. That sucked ass. Tell it one more time.
Don't you hate it when people answer their own questions?
Oh yeah, piss off.
I do.
Yeah.
That was simple, but it's hilarious.
That's good. No, that's fun. Yeah. Actually, it was so simple that I didn't even get it the first time because I was like,
well, I started out
thinking it.
I started out with like really complex jokes, and then I ended with like just dumb.
Yeah, no,
you can get out.
Oh, I dig it, dude. I love it, man. That is fun.
That was fun.
I love.
I like the new segment, dude. Like, I'm enjoying it because it's not. Hopefully it's fun for everybody, watching and listening to it. But I've had a lot of fun with it.
It is a blast. We've had some pretty massive laughs come out of it. It's been a good time. And then, but it has been a pretty monstrous hit a few times.
Yeah,
on some of our vids.
That's awesome.
On some of those, I
love it.
It's just fun. It's a good time.
I'm glad other people are enjoying it as much as we are.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good time for sure.
Are we done?
That's it, dude.
That's it. Wow, dude. Great time. Glad to be back. And I will say, like, the last, 2 or 3 pods that we put out, like, whether YouTube, Spotify, whatever, you need to go check them out. That one that we just released on Spotify
would have been yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that one is just loaded with, I was editing it, and I just kept laughing out loud. So
for sure, yeah.
Go check them out.
That's stellar. Last week's
Go back and
episode,
listen to some stuff.
For sure, yeah. Back
Enjoy
up
it.
and get some stuff. Last week's episode was fascinating. If you want to hear about somebody that was the protector of nukes, that go listen.
That's some
very interesting,
legit stuff right there.
For sure, yeah. Cool conversation, and then fun to be back to just raffling.
Yeah,
for sure.
I felt like we laughed a lot today, which is good. It's good.
Benzo, Grant.
Yeah.
Awesome to have you guys back. Stoked on it, for sure.
Had a lot of fun.
I am loving Guess the Punchline. This is awesome.
Me too. And next week, we're starting the last category of Pick 3.
Yep.
Which is Bang Bang.
Bing, 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 bing.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yep.
Firearms.
I'll give you a hint. It's not firearms for the internet.
Yeah.
So we don't get shadow banned. It's not firearms.
No.
Yeah. Not even a little bit. All right. Love you guys.
Awesome. Peace.
Peace.